Isana Adonai Jesus' name, Malalay Hagonara, Odarai Hagonara, Amen. I am John 16:13, whom you call the Spirit of Truth, or what comes out in my mouth is not from any book of your knowledge, which is venomous and are worldly, man-made, and I am who make them. So, what was the sin? I've been him and I was been analyzing today about I won't join him in this. I would say that because I am analyze his analysis or analyst, and tonight we were arguing because this morning this females was I saw her post, and I saw her calling me that, and she even called others to she posted me in her channel, and then what they are posting is what comes from man-made, those they are posting is from Bible, which is that is the former things that already passed away, humans. That is the former things that already passed away, because in the kingdom is everyone is schooling. When I'm speaking, everyone in the lower part of the oceans is schooling. What we are is schooling, because humans, there is the mentions by the excess and horizontal. It is already placed there for 5 months ago, and then I lower down there to teach the children. Though I am here speaking, but I am also there. You understand, human? I am here and there and everywhere as truth. Truth, Kudesh, and that's not, you can't understand those females who are still right now worshipping the man-made, Bible, while in the kingdom we are learning the new things that are about to come. What is these new things that are about to come? How to respect your power. Because in the beginning, when my father is somewhere and I look for my mom and not around, I'll just follow them and everywhere, and then I keep just making things like Jurassic, demonized, all that beast, and that is one of the reasons why we come down here when we were mermaids, because the spirits can't be touched by any flesh. In the beginning, there's a lot of beasts on the earth which has become temples of these humans. They're not humans. In the world, humans, women, Youumen, there are non-human, and there is man-made human, and there is made by gods. Made by gods. These are the angels. I would say that, we let the angels understand what I mean to that man-made. They weren't what you call created. We come out in the palm, and I hold them in my heads as a Visha. You see the Visha, he had the 12 snakes on its 10. Literally only 10, but yes, only 10, because it was the symbol of the tribes, and I and him, and he was my God, Asia, So, the former things already passed away, humans. It's already, it is not what you are doing is an old ways. How many decades you've been doing that? The very same thing you are doing that in this end. No, reading Bible, preaching the Bible, the same thing all over. There is no, don't you notice that that you are boring to watch, you are boring to look at daily, there is nothing, and then you hate the knowledge, the truth to make you, who tells you everything, the mysteries of God's. You cannot understand what I speak because I am tetragrammaton, which is what comes in my post. It is what I see. Why? In my curriculum, Acts room. Why Acts room? We're in the middle of the seas. We're in the middle of the seas. My body is there sitting, and here I'm sitting. What I'm doing here is the same what my other souls are doing. This is why I say, when you blaspheming me, blaspheming means name calling me, all my spirits of kinds, animals, and all that get anger. Because I've been through all that. Every heads the movie along the grounds except the worms because there's no head in it. That is what the woman came from. That she hits the thunders, she'll be hit by the thunder, which is the king. She'll be hit by the thunder, which is the king Chapnel. They call Jesus, Christ. That even were not, it's a word of the things that you've done before, giving us names, which is blasphemy. Blasphemy when you give someone else's name, that name calling, that is what you call blasphemy. You give them names. You hurt the God. Why God? In the world you are. Each and every one of you are. In 3 kinds there is similars. In 2 kinds there is same. In 1 kind there is original. The former ways you must have already passed away. There already new land in the middle of the seas where I met him before I come here. Before I come here, the time when 2019, when what you call the GSUS picked me up in the land of smile, and then he was with me he was floating by the, he was floating, I would say. And then that was the time too when June, what do you call that? November 19, Wulhari Galali Hayara Sagadunanya Karananya Nadunayabi. November 19, 2019. So I'll just ask him, I say Adunayabi, because that is what we called Adunayabi. Yabi had, in your world you call it H-U-B-B-Y, we call it Yabi. Why Yabi? Because I am his kiss. And he is my playmates, like that, human. So, this was the sign of John or Francisco or Pope Francisco went into the land of smile to pick up the children's in there. Fleshly, you see, which is illusions, but spiritually, it was him picking the world's Christ. Picking the world's Christ. He's already brought many. What you see is your lies, what your flesh could see only, but behind that flesh you see there is something else we're doing through you, humans. Through you. To lead the ship into that boat where it is parked. And that's been going on for how long now? 19, 20, 21, 22. Wow! The judgment is almost here. It's come, but it's still ensnaring you, your false messiahs, you call the loves, your lies. Because if you truly love Him, human, you don't have to keep blabbering it. Do you know that the more, do you see your, like this, a very, 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 very old saying or idiom, whatever you call it. Idiom is anger, wrath, whatever. We call it parable, knowledge, wisdom, whatever you call in the world. It's called that in every day of your lives, since you got married, in 10 years of your life, how many times did you tell your spouses, husband, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever, that you love them? Because normal being don't say this, humans. Normal being don't say this. Normal being that loves truly in each other don't have to see it. You show the love through by your kids. You know? Through by your kids. Why kids? Because this is you were made of. Children's. You know? Children's, which is what you have done is mocked, Father, through me and through the one who is with me, and since the time of 2019 when he started courting me. You know, not really 20, before that has been already courting me, you know, before 2019, which is I died 2016, and then 3 days in the bed, 3 days in the bed, and 3 nights. Reversal, I say this, reversal to when I was Christ, or you call the GSUS, this is a pig, it's not like that, because GSUS means condemned, and he will be thy karma. Because that is the reason why we took the book, the black. Why we take the blackbird to heaven is because for him who was the king and carried there, which Elijah met him. You know, he was carried. Just like how they carry me, a palangkin, because he's the king through by the body. You know? And that is what you cannot get off from humans. What you are been preaching is already done. It is completed. You know, it is completed. Just like everyone else's I have done. What are those that I have done? You know, all the books of the world, humans. The books of the worlds that I've done is the Bhagavad Gita, and the Talmud, Tanakh, and Tripitaka, Torah, Upanishads, Vedas, Bible, Talmud, you know, all that, women, is the same thing. Tanakh, Pali, Canon, you know, all that, women, is the same book I have made. It all comes from one, Maya, the cycle. You know? All that already been, what we are doing now is on the waiting game. We're on the waiting game now. You know? The more you blaspheme me, the more you are. Look at me, look at me. Does my eye twinkling? I'm not pleased with you, humans. I'm not pleased. I said to you who I am, but you blaspheme me, as if you have gained a new knowledge, which is the former ways in that book are already done, except that the king fulfill the best for the rest. Lenin, you know? The heavens are not in what you call the heaven, but I don't know where your heaven is, because every time you look up above, it's just the skies, because the true heaven is Siksa. Reverse the word. Siksa. S-I-X-A. You know, I'm not about to speak about the word properly because they are sleeping. That is what you call respect, humans. Do not speak thy God's names in vain or wherever they are, for you are deceased that disturbing the living. You know, you are the deceased that are disturbing the living ones from the former ways and to this end which is already new. You are still doing the same thing. You know, vibrations of the Bible is already held captive and are fulfilled. You know,